Hi, I'm Trina, that's our baby girl Emmy, our dog Butter, and that's my butter half Justin. Good food always brings friends and family together, no matter the occasion. So join me in my kitchen. Together, let's create something simple, healthy, and delicious food for our family, one dish at a time. Remember, if it looks good, smells good, and feels good, it's gonna taste good, as long as it's made with love.
Hi, welcome to Dinner with Trina. Today, we'll be making one of mine and my mom's favorite hearty soup. It's called purple yam soup, or you can call it Canh Khoai𝗿𝗿𝗶𝗲𝗶𝗲𝗍𝗂. The translation is literally khoai𝗿𝗿 is slippery or fatty potato, and the color is purple, natural color purple. It's just beautiful. So I was really intrigued by the color and the silkiness and the creaminess of the taste. That's why every time when she makes this, it just makes me really, really happy. And since then, I love everything purple. All you have to do is ask my husband. Anyhow, so today I'm going to show you how to make one of my favorite soup. And if you can find freshly grown purple yam, that'd be great. If not, here I have frozen one, it's fine too. It just is very, very hard to find, and it's usually grow in Hawaii. And since if it's in Hawaii and it gets shipped over here, it's hard to find and it's quite pricey. So it's better to just use the frozen one. It's fine. It just tastes just as good. So here we have frozen grated yam. You can find this at the frozen section of your local Asian market. If you can find fresh one, it'll be great. I mean, I wasn't able to find any, so I'm just going to use the frozen one. You can find it, but it's going to be very, very hard since these are like locally grown in Hawaii. I know a few of my friends was able to grow themselves here in California, but not many. So if you do find any, let me know. And here I have some shrimp and some minced pork and dried shrimp. So traditionally, this dish, you have to have shrimp, either or, fresh shrimp or dry shrimp. It's just, to me, after tasting it many, many times with my mom, I just feel the want to add more flavor and more depth of flavor by adding both fresh shrimp and dry shrimp and minced pork, because I just like more bold flavor. And I'm not making this dish as a side dish. I'm making as a main dish, a hearty dish. So that's why I want to have more protein so I would get full and not have to eat this with steamed rice. But if you're making this as a side dish, you can omit the minced pork and that'll be just as delicious. For this soup, for me, it's a must-have, this rice paddy herb. It makes the soup, the fragrance, the freshness of it, it just reminds me of my childhood. It goes together. This rice paddy herbs and this potato just makes me happy. Looking at the color and smelling it, it just goes together really well. And of course, me and my chili dance. Chili makes me happy too. For some reason, I have to have chili with my food. I don't know, I feel like it's missing something if I don't have a little bit of chili. Okay, so right now we're gonna go ahead and cut some onions for our garnishes, and then we'll marinate the shrimp. For the onions, the green onions, I already pre-washed. I'm going to just cut the white part of the onions right here. I'm going to save some of this for the shrimp, and then the rest I'm going to have it garnish the soup. Set it aside here. As you probably know by now, I'm not a fan of onions, cutting onions, because it makes you cry. However, I don't mind cutting green onions. I guess it makes me happy because I'm not crying with tears. I don't know. Maybe the green color makes me happy. Here's the rice paddy herbs. You're just gonna rough chop it. It's so fragrant. I love fresh herbs. White part of the onions, I'm gonna roughly mince it a little bit. because we're gonna mix this in with our shrimp. So here I'm gonna roughly chop the shrimp, and then I'm gonna make it into a paste. Now you can cut any way you like it. You can leave it roughly chopped, or you can mince however you like it. But here I'm just gonna make it into a paste. Okay. With my clean hands, I'm gonna add in a little bit of mushroom seasoning and a little bit of sugar. About 1/4 teaspoon. So to speed up the process, I'm gonna put away my chef knife. I'm gonna use the butcher knife. It's gonna be faster because I'm trying to mince this into a paste. Again, you don't have to do this. This is just an extra step. You can just cut it into bite-sized pieces, however you like it. Or you can leave it whole. This, to me, just add an extra texture. I'm gonna put this away in this clean bowl. I'm adding in a little bit of avocado oil. So to test to see if your oil is hot, just put in your chopstick, your wooden chopsticks, and you see the little bubbles right there? That means it's ready to go. Don't use other chopstick, it might melt. So in with the shrimp paste. It smells so good already, and it's just shrimp and onions. I don't want to overcook it. I'm going to take it out. And we'll put it back in a little bit. Shrimp takes really, really fast to cook. It's already done. There you go. So now a little bit more oil. I'm going to add in the minced pork. I'm going to lower the heat a little bit. And then in with the shrimp. If you have homemade chicken stock, it'll be even better. But if you don't, you can use store-bought chicken stock, like here I'm using. This is one of my go-to thing that I have to have in my pantry when I'm making soup. It just adds more depth of flavor that we're looking for. But if you don't have chicken stock on hand, it's fine to just use water. Now I'm gonna turn the heat a little higher. I'm gonna wait for the broth to come to a boil, and we're gonna add in the yam. So the steam is coming out of the pot. That means it's ready and hot and boiled. I'm gonna lower the heat real quick. Take this and put it aside. And then pour this in slowly, because you don't want all the hot soup in your face. So slowly. Okay. That's why I lowered the heat, because otherwise it'd be too hot. I'm going to leave this on for 15 minutes, about 15 minutes, or until the yam is tender, or until you can see the creaminess of the yam. That means it's almost done. What I'm trying to do here right now is to break down all the lumps, because we don't want that. We want the silkiness and the creaminess of the soup. And this yam is very starchy, so it's natural starch. So it's gonna become thickness on its own without any thickener. I'm gonna skim off some of the extra fat from the pork and the residue. Right here. This is an awesome tool, by the way. Okay, I'm gonna put it on medium heat, and then I'm gonna put the lid back on and then just let it cook. So we're gonna check on our soup right now, and I'm gonna skim off any of the impurities. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna put this over here real quick. Lower the heat. I'm gonna give it a little swirled, because I don't want it to stick on the bottom. So make sure you give it a little swirl once in a while. And you don't want it to burn on the bottom as well. That's why lower the heat. So we're gonna add in our seasoning right now. So it depends on the type of yam as well. You know, it depends on the season. So sometimes the sweeter the yams, you don't need as much fish sauce. So it just depends. So right now I'm just gonna put in about a tablespoon of fish sauce, and we'll go from there. Half a teaspoon of mushroom seasoning. 1/4 spoon of sugar. Okay. Give it a quick stir. I'm gonna give it a little taste real quick. I think it needs a little more fish sauce. So I'm gonna add in 1 more tablespoon. Okay. And then right now I'm gonna add in the shrimp that we made earlier. I'm gonna save some for garnishes on the top. So let it cook down just a little more, a few more minutes, and then we can be ready for plating. You know it's ready when the soup is thick, like this, creaminess, and shiny. Hence the word fattiness too, right there. So it's ready to serve. I'm gonna add in the rest of the shrimp that we made earlier on top. So, then I'm gonna add in our herbs, rice paddy herbs, and then last but not least, our chili. How does that look? The beautiful color purple soup. There you have it, purple yam soup with shrimp and minced pork. I got my bowl and my golden spoon ready. Can't wait to taste. So good. So happy. So if you like this recipe, go on my Facebook or Instagram and visit me at Dinner with Trina, and I'll see you at my next favorite dish. Bye.
Oh, hold on, sorry. Fix your hair. Thank you.
Oh,
Fix your hair
right
left side.
Right side. Oh, right side.
What is this called? Hold on.
Excess.
No, excess fat. This. What? There's a word for it. I can't think of it right now. Yeah, the residue. Yeah, sounds good. Started with the minced pork. I mean, let's start it with the shrimp. As you probably know by now, I'm not. I'm ready to take out my anger. Oh, there go that shrimp. Oh wait, it's onion. Good time to practice my rap. Okay, I'm gonna eat again because I need to talk about it. It's really good.